Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Holden Watney with Generation 9 Technologies. Today, we're going to dive into the legal sector and why that is a cyber criminal target. Recently, David Rise of the American Bar Association said, security breaches are so prevalent that there is a new mantra in cybersecurity today. It's when, not if, a law firm or other entity will suffer a breach. So on this dark day here in Los Angeles and rainy, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into the dark web and some of the risks that face the legal sector. So why legal? Law firms have information on multiple clients, making them a one-stop shop for attackers. They also have highly sensitive information about clients as it's obtained, stored, and used every day. Law firms are seen as high-value targets for the rapidly growing use of ransomware and extortion schemes because they have historically weak defenses and are also seen to be able to pay larger sums. Law firms don't want to be locked out of their accounts. They a lot of times have very private, sensitive information, are more likely to pay these ransoms. So for legal sector breaches, at least 80 of the 100 biggest law firms in the country by revenue have been hacked since 2011. According to the ABA, 1 out of every 4 law firms is a victim of a data breach. 23% of firms reported this year that their firm had experienced a data breach of some time. And these numbers are only continuing to grow, and these threats continue to evolve and are going to continue to go after the legal sector. So the biggest risks. The ethics rules require attorneys to take confident and reasonable measures to safeguard information relating to their clients. Attorneys have common law duties to protect client information, and often attorneys also have contractual and regulatory obligations to protect information relating to clients and other personally identifiable information, like health and financial information. Again, law is a lot of times high stakes. And because of that, the information is more and more valuable. And it also makes the bad guys want to go after them. So the costs are staggering. The global cost of data breaches will reach 2.1 trillion by 2019. 73% of the US population with at least one compromised credential was found on the dark web. 86% of procurement departments would consider removing a supplier from their roster due to a breach. Ransomware is on the rise, and the average cost of downtime due to ransomware attack is now $46,000. Now, the human factor is really the key of this and the dark web in general. You may say that there's no way they can breach all of this, but you look on the left here, these are some of the known breaches out there. Uber, Sony had a breach, Anthem, and a couple other ones. And a lot of those domain and credentials use the exact same root or same exact password. Now, I was guilty of this, and I'm sure some of you are out there of having your password and just changing one number or just adding a digit. And a lot of these companies, you have to switch it every 30, 60, 90 days, and it's hard to remember those. So once the hackers get your information, in something like a Marriott, for example, all of a sudden that information becomes valuable because if they want to, they can try and plug that in elsewhere. So the human factor is really the key to the dark web. 76% of people will use the same password for most, if not all, websites. And I was guilty of this at one time as well. So here at Gen 9, we can help. We now offer Dark Web ID. It's a threat monitoring tool that provides 24/7, 365 monitoring for signs that a company has exposed and compromised email credentials on the dark web. The platform engine scours millions of sources, including botnets, criminal chat rooms, peer-to-peer networks, malicious websites, blogs, bulletin boards, and illegal black market websites, and other private and public forums. All we do this is to ensure that we know as soon as there's a compromise, so we can best educate our clients and when it may have been breached and a good time to start changing your passwords. Yeah, we go into the dark web so you don't have to. So secure your organization today. With Dark Web ID, we can persistently shine a spotlight on the darkest corners of the dark web and know when any email or domain extension ends up with the bad credentials on, your email addresses, password, date of birth, social security, any of that information. Now we have that intelligence to take action before compromise becomes a catastrophe. Thank you so much for joining today. Again, my name is Holden Watney with Generation 9 Technologies. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at holden@generationix.com. Thank you very much, and have a great day.